Mauricio, for your kind words. Hello, everyone. Nice to be here with you. First, I have to say, thanks to Judith, I was not, of all the things I could talk with you today, I was not expecting to talk about this particular conversation that I will have with you, but Judith combines me to do it, and that is Judith in a way just for you, inspires you and pushes you to move forward. And I hope these experiences that I will share with you will push you even more into believing what chess can do for kids. So first, that's me. First, a little bit of how this happened, how I got engaged into chess and education. Well, the first thing is that I learned very late in life compared to most people to play chess. I learned when I was around 16 years old, and for several reasons I got very obsessed with it. As Mauricio said before, is what happened with you when you like chess. You get obsessed. And for around 5 years, I got super obsessed. I started playing tournaments. I started learning. And at first, I was terrible at it. But what happens when you keep pushing and pushing is that you get very good at it. And it got to the point where it helped me to get a scholarship to go into the university. And then it helped me to make connections that helped me to get into the world of insurance, and I started working in the insurance world. But also I started teaching chess, and it happened that at the time, I did not have all these ideas about how chess can help kids and people to get better and improve. I just did it, and I happened to be, fortunately, very good at that. And you know, life goes on, and experiences come, and eventually, I got into this school, the GSD International School, one that Leoncio actually knows because they are really into transversal education. And they use chess in these schools in Spain to help to teach several subjects. But they went to my country, they went to Costa Rica. And what happened is when you start in a school and you try to use chess as a transversal tool, well, you have kids that go from first grade to sixth grade, and they didn't know how to play chess. So the natural step for them is, hey, let's find this teacher that will help all the kids to know the rules of chess so we can teach transversal chess. And I have the feeling that at the time they thought about this as a temporal solution, but it happened that it was so successful at the school that now it has almost 8 years going on. And kids love it. And my experience with this changed my perception of it. Because one thing is when you, as it was my case, start teaching chess and have after club classes, and you see the kids once a week, and then you see them this year, and probably you're not going to see them again next year. And another one is to being in a school where you start with kids that sometimes go from first grade to sixth grade. And I could see the changes in those kids. Some of them were actually not that great at paying attention and being focused. And sometimes as a chess coach, you may have this idea of, well, maybe chess is going to help them. But when other teachers start telling you, hey, this kid that actually got very much into chess is getting better at paying attention, being focused, following instructions, you can see the difference. And you have this kid, and he's first grade, second grade, third grade, and sometimes they get more engaged. And you can tell chess makes a difference for them. And the parents tell you the kids are clearly enjoying it, up to the point that chess is, in this school, I think, for most of them, if not their favorite class, one of their favorite classes. And I don't know, it makes me feel proud. It makes me, doing this with them, made me feel really happy. And you can tell all of them, except the little one looking at the camera, were really into what we were talking about. And I really changed my perception of all these things. Because first it was like, you know, the thing that I do and I am good at, and then something that I feel, hey, actually is changing their lives. But you start with time, you start to realize that it's not only to the kids that I was helping with chess. Because, and this is the part that I was not expecting to talk about, chess helped me quite a lot, and it's not an understatement to say that. I came from a house that was really broken. Still a little bit hard to talk about that. But, okay. Here it goes. It was an abusing environment, physically and mentally. And if I got really involved in chess, now I understand that probably that was part of the reason, to escape from that. Chess gave you this world where you could just go and focus and learn something and feel engaged. So I don't have to deal with all those other feelings and emotions. It was my escape, I guess. And yeah, it was not only abusive, it was poor. And then chess helped me and opened doors for me to start going to school and to study. And I start meeting people. And I guess you can understand when you come from this kind of environment and you are, in my case, in high school, it's not very unusual to suffer bullying because, well, you are used to this kind of thing. And now I am like 200 pounds. Back in the day, I was like 120. So yeah, that didn't even help at all. But chess helped me. It helped me. And with chess, there is this thing where you, without realizing, get used to be better. Why? Because you lose a game, and you try to understand why I lose this game. And then you realize, and you try to improve. And chess pushes you forward. And you keep learning and keep pushing. And it becomes part of your mentality. You get used to lose. And believe me, I was very, very used to losing many situations. But now you get you get used to lose, but you learn to push so that doesn't keep happening. How do I improve? How do I get better? How do I keep pushing forward? How do I improve my conditions so this defeat doesn't happen again? Eventually, in my case, in my family, my parents got a job in our town. And they asked me, by the time I was working in insurance, to take care of my siblings for a few weeks. Given that we were 6 at the time, I was happy that I was going to do it for only a few weeks. It was a lot of responsibility. But what happened is that in the middle of this situation, they got into a big situation, big problem, and they separate. And all of a sudden, I got the news that, you know what, we're not coming back. You have to take care of your siblings. And that went for many years. Why I'm telling you all this? Because if you imagine the kind of situation that we had, like for my father, I'm pretty sure that I know, he had the same kind of abuse that we were having, and for him it was a natural thing. So I'm telling you, without chess in my life, that would have kept happening. Chess gave me the tools, the mental toughness, the tools to make decisions, to help my family to get out of that, to help myself to get out of that. And even if I tell you these things and they somehow still hurt, it's not like I look at that and I think, oh my God, I cannot believe this happened to me. It just happened. Just tell me how to deal with this, how to keep pushing, how to move forward, how to be strong, how to make the decisions to help my family to move forward, and help my siblings to learn the same things, to have the same lessons, even if they did not play chess. That is why I really believe in this. With time, I get to know people like Luis Cruz, president of Costa Rica Chess Federation, Jose Carrillo, the president of FIDE America, Jerry Nash, Rita Atkins, probably you are familiar with those names. Pep Suarez, that tall hero, and many people here that know me, and I know that if I keep mentioning names, well, I only have 10 minutes. I will not be able to mention all of you. But the great thing is that all these people, and of course Judith and Leoncio, trust me. They trust me, they know that I will deliver, and that kid that had all those experiences when it was little will not have the tools to be in front of you, to tell you all this, to keep pushing, to try to promote that in America, where we have 100 million kids, more or less, can learn chess, so they have these kind of tools. You don't need to be in a situation as the one I had, and some people have it way worse, but chess can really help you to give these kids the tools to be better, to push forward, to keep moving. And I hope this will inspire you to keep pushing together so chess can get into more kids' lives and we can make this world better. I am very, very happy with what we are doing. I am super happy with initiatives like Judith's one. So hopefully we can keep working together to give people, kids, in ways that sometimes we cannot imagine, the tools to keep pushing, keep moving, being strong, being smart. Thank you so much.